Okay.
Guys, it's 12 o'clock. Let's get underway. Obviously, people are still coming in, but that's fine. We'll just get underway and start this meeting. You guys did all the right things by turning up on time, so why you shouldn't be disadvantaged. Welcome to another week. I survived. Did you guys survive?
Absolutely.
Excellent. So, obviously, since Dale shared some news with us last week that we can now do open houses in the city of Irvine, has anyone been doing any? I'm just curious.
It was Easter Sunday.
I asked about Saturday.
I was getting ready for Sunday.
So I was out of town as well. But that's a breakthrough news, Dale. Seriously, it's breakthrough news. It's huge. I know a lot of these agents that are working with us have only got their license in the last 12 months and haven't really seen what we know is normal.
Yeah.
So they don't realize how lucky they are about to become with what the market will allow us to do, which is what we used to do on a daily basis. So huge things coming our ways, guys. I'm really excited about that. Dale, thank you for sharing that.
Not at all. We're actually going to try it in Tustin this weekend too, to see
Excellent.
what the city says. I'm going to check on that as well.
I was about to ask, do you know of any other cities that we're allowed
Well,
to
I'm going to
do
check.
this in?
I'm actually meeting with most of the city people on Saturday we have a grand opening for a new restaurant, which I'll tell you about next week. But all the city council is going to be there, so I'm going to check with them to see if it's okay for us to have open houses in Tustin. So I'll report on that next week.
Awesome. I'm pretty sure we're probably not allowed to do them in Newport because too many people would complain. But if we can find out surrounding suburbs, let's try and find out.
Absolutely will.
Awesome. All right, Sky, you are in the cockpit today, guiding the slide. So don't judge me, guys. Judge Sky. COVID update. Where are we at? I believe we're in orange tier, which is somewhat better than red and purple. Which is one step closer towards orange, what does that mean? For us right now, it means that some indoor operations, not all, are open with modifications. May that be 20 to 50% capacity at some of them. So things are opening up. Schools are going back into real time, which is great. Restaurants are doing indoor percentage-wise opened up. I don't know about you guys, but I'd like to still see the outdoor dining stay out there. I think I enjoyed outdoor dining a lot, and we live in California, so why not enjoy the sunny conditions that we all pay the huge taxes for? So that's great news. We are in orange right now. Things are opening up. We are one step ahead of the curve because we've been still practicing whilst we've been in the other stages. So that's great news. Next slide, please. Let's talk tech. Sky's getting trigger happy. Tech. Sky, I'm going to hand over to you.
I try to use my space bar to unmute myself, and then I forget that also changes the slides over, and then I'm like crazy psycho changing the slides. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. So not too much new stuff for tech this week. If you're in the command challenge, just remember to keep putting where you're at on that checklist so I can follow along with you and see what's going on. If you have any questions for that, just feel free to reach out to me. You can always set up an appointment with me, a one-on-one through my Calendly link, which is in my signature. And on Thursdays, I do meet with you guys at 12 o'clock, either in the office or on Zoom, and we can talk about whatever tech thing you need to get over. We will make sure that it gets handled. So yeah. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to reach out to me. Me and Lindsay are transmitting today. So lots of busy stuff there, but I'm going to do my best to get as much of your money out to you as I can today.
Perfect. So guys, if you guys aren't on the command challenge, I highly recommend you getting involved because Sky is awesome. I don't know if you guys know, Sky's not going to tell you, but she won an award. What did you win the award for, Sky?
That was Regional Market Center Tech Trainer Awards. So I am the top tech trainer in our Southern California region.
So what you're saying is if these guys aren't going to you, they're not getting the best.
That's true. I am the best.
Guys, we have the best in-house. Why aren't we using, I don't want you to use Sky, but utilize Sky to her full capacity, which is only going to make you a better person and a better agent because we have her in-house. Let's utilize the services that we have available. So moving forward, It's a birthday week. Nina's birthday was on the weekend. I know Dale looked a bit poorer in his bank account on Monday when I saw him. You know, I'm sure she got spoiled. She deserves
Nina's
to.
birthdays are expensive, let me tell you. And it's a birthday week, not a day.
That's right, as it should be, as it should be. So Nina's birthday is her. Nina, ride the flag, ride the wave this week. Eduardo Ornales, it was also on the 3rd. Penny Chang was also on the 3rd. Gigi Kruger, you were, what's today? Yesterday. Sorry, Gigi birthday was yesterday. Ben's birthday's today. I don't know if Ben's on the call. I can't see him on here, but there's a couple of pages. And Ben, I think Ben's up in Napa. I saw some beautiful photos of where he was up near Yosemite as well. And you've got Clarissa. Clarissa's birthday is tomorrow. So, guys, happy birthday. Woo! Let's keep going. All right. Let's keep the congratulations going. Yong Lee sold 10th Street in Chino, Chino, I think. We got Michael Shalabi on Firefly in Irvine. We got Hannah Park, sold one on Painted Sky. We got Joey Finro, sold one on South Vine Avenue. Faye Lee sold 2, one on Teak Bridge in Irvine, one on Torrey Pines Lane in Newport Beach. Fred Sapanian, sold Flyers Lane in Tustin. We got Patricia Silicon, I think you say that way, in Stevens Avenue. We got Christine Thorendanis.
Christian. It's Christian.
Christian. Sorry, Christian. Sold on Helm Avenue in Orange. Stephanie Zhang in Wilton Street. HPK. Where's HPK?
Hancock Park.
Hancock Park.
Hancock Park. Wow, that's a ritzy area.
There you go. Miles Zhao on Colonias Point in CHH. I don't know what that is either. Brad Dahisi, Manchester Avenue in Irvine. Esther Stepanian, Paseo West Park, around the corner from where I live, actually. It was a good sale, that one. Sonia Park, 27 Gables in Irvine, and Brandon Park on also 27 Gables and 128 Paramount.
Congratulations.
Actually, I think I sold at 128 Paramount a couple of years ago. I have to have a chat with them about that. Just listed, not as many as last week, but we've still got a few to go through today. So let's get into those. We got 28342 Boulder Drive in Lake Forest, listed by Michael May. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 545, 500. That's very well priced for Lake Forest for a 3-bedroom. We just closed one yesterday, which was a 2-bedroom for 410. So that represents great value at 545. 12 Campanero. I'm slightly dyslexic, guys. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Don't judge me. I'm actually dyslexic. Well, Campanero in Irvine, Raymond Wang, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,038,000. Again, I believe it's listed as a single family residence right there. So that's a great entry into Irvine market at $1 million, the magic money. $2,042 Meadowview Lane, Costa Mesa. I was actually talking with Nancy Andreessen about this one. That's a great listing there. 2-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom, listed at $720. That'll go really quickly, I would imagine. And then it looks like we've got a parcel of land, and it comes with 3 rocks. So 0 Ganzo in Paris. Now I'm going to struggle. I'm sorry with your name. I'm going to struggle here. Can someone give me a hand? Masaru
Johanna.
Exactly.
Johanna. Okay, it's close. 165,000. Look, I mean, look how green that grass is. Great value. And it looks like you've almost got the Stonehenge thing going on the top there with the top couple of rocks. So added value, and you get a tourist attraction with it. Oh, that's all we got.
Oh, we've got one more.
Dale.
We got one
Okay,
more.
Dale, you didn't list anything this week, Dale.
No, we did. Actually, I'm going to have the honor of working with Simon. So we are going to be getting a listing and we're going to work it with Simon. It's going to be an auction in Cowan Heights. Its address is actually Orange, but it's that whole North Tustin area. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, almost 3,000 square foot home with magnificent views. The address is 12572 Kingsview. So I'm going to see Simon's magic. We can all follow it. I think the auction is May 14th, May 15th, Simon?
May 15th. May 15th.
May 15th. So I think I think Simon is a great asset to the office, and this is something that I've always wanted to learn more about. And I think it's something that we as agents should follow because it's something else that we bring to our clients when we meet with them. So this one's going to be an auction. It's going to be priced at 1,299, and then I look forward to working with Simon on this.
It's going to be bidding to start from, Dale. Bidding to start from.
No, bidding starts at $1 million, by the way. I'm sorry. The bidding starts at $1 million. So I guess $1 million is the listing price.
He just gave you guys the answers to the question.
There you go.
The seller wants.
Hey, I'm new at this all auction stuff.
It's all right. It's all in-house.
Simon's cup of tea, not mine.
No, I'm really excited to be working with Dale. It was actually a huge coincidence. I'll tell you a quick story. So that seller rang me off a referral from a previous sale I'd done 2 years ago, actually, in Coto de Casa. And her good friend said about the great experience that they shared with me doing auctions. And she rang me and she said, hey, I made a mistake. Unfortunately, I got swindled into listing with someone else. And I went to a friend of mine, and she goes, I don't know if you know who he is. His name's Dale Chima. And I said, well, actually, I might know him. He's at the end of my corridor here. And I said, I actually just joined his office. So coincidence, you can call it whatever you want. I just feel in life, people are meant to be together for a certain reason. And it's nice the way life works out and good omens come. So I came from a referral, and she was upset that she wasn't able to list with Dale the first time around because she got swindled into it by another agent. But now she's able to put Dale and myself together, and we are going to be an unstoppable team. I have no doubt. But I'm happily going to be sharing a training program with everyone here in the office on how to do an auction. I just didn't want to ram it down your throats immediately. I only just walked in the door, so I'm not going to push it on you guys, but I'm going to share a class. So you guys, if you want to learn how to do auctions and how they can benefit your business, I'm going to be starting a class. I'll be coordinating that with Annie, Sky, and Lindsay as to what times and dates we can do that. But I'm definitely going to be running a class on doing auctions and how to implement it into your business. But thank you, Dale, for the kind words. I'm really looking forward to working with you, man.
Thank you.
I'm going to have to coach. Are you coachable?
Probably not. I'm a dinosaur. But I'm going to come to your class, Simon.
There you go. There you go. So make sure you jump on Sky's class. Make sure you jump on our class, and you have no reason to fail, in my opinion. Okay, state of the market. Let's talk about what's really going on right now. Wow, it's still up. Okay, so new listings are increasing. Are you guys seeing that in your marketplace that you're working in? Because I'm seeing it a lot more. I mean, it's a spring market. Let's be honest. This is the time of the year that people will put their properties on the market. And although a lot of people are scared, they don't know where they're going to go to, they're still taking that plunge and getting their property on the market before this wave crashes. Now, I don't mean to scare you when I say that, but it's pretty much inevitable, Dale, that it's going to happen at some point. We're going to have a correction, or we're going to have an adjustment, whatever you want to call it.
I agree. But the one thing I'm seeing, Simon, and I don't know if many of you out there are, is in my 36 years, I've never seen so many sellers moving out of state. Almost every seller that I talk to, like we sold one in Lemon Heights a couple of weeks ago, they're on their way to Charlotte, North Carolina. We've got people moving to Vegas, to Texas. So I've never seen quite that kind of exodus before that I'm seeing right now. I mean, we just sold one in Woodbridge. They're moving to Prescott, Arizona. So a lot of them are moving out of state now. I think the inventory is normal. This is when most of how how Irvine works is they're getting ready to move during the summer while the kids are out of school. So most of the inventory is in April and May. So I think we're going to see an increase. What I am seeing, though, as soon as it comes on, it's being absorbed because there's a backlog of buyers out there.
Yep. And rates are still great, right, Benny? So I agree with you, Dale. I think you signed 2 referral agreements for me in the last week that Cyrus in my team was able to put together. One's in Tennessee, one's in Austin, Texas. They're moving out. And I don't know if you guys heard on the radio last week, but our favorite governor made an announcement on live radio. And he basically said, if you don't like it here, you're welcome to leave. So he doesn't seem too phased. But I will say, I did find out last week that California, for the first time in many, many years, is actually in surplus. I don't even know how that's happening, but they released numbers last week on Thursday or Friday, I believe it was, and it showed that California, for the first time in I think a decade, is actually in a surplus. We've actually saved money. I don't know how, because we were giving out PPP loans and other grants, but California has actually saved some money. So I guess it's giving our governor a bit of confidence to be the man in charge and tell people if they don't like it, you can leave. So exactly what you're saying, Dale, is what I'm seeing as well. But here we go. So new listings. Orange County in general is up 18.4%, but Irvine is almost up a quarter of a point, 24.5% up. That's huge. So we've got 366 new listings. Active, we're down. That's because exactly what Dale said. They're coming on they're going off as soon as they're coming on. People are jumping at them. The coming soon is really working well on a lot of listings. If you know something is coming up on the market, utilize the coming soon option. You're going to be able to build up a register of interested buyers, which will keep your days on market down. So as soon as you list it, bang, get them all through. You should have it sold within 24 to 48 hours. Pending sales. Wow. Look at that number for Irvine. Pending sales are up 85.4%. Now, again, they're not big numbers as far as the actual unit number, but as far as percentage wise, we are absolutely in a very hot market. So this is the time to make hay, because if we can't make it now, we may be struggling later on, but we won't, because we're a listing office and we make money. Closed sales are up again 50%, all just justifying the points that both Dale and myself made about the market being the way it is. So you can see active listings are down, but new ones coming on are up. Pending is surging, and closed is up really high as well. So exactly what we're saying. You're going to bring it on. You've got to get a listing. As soon as it goes on, though, it's going to come off straight away. So make sure you're marketing it correctly to get more exposure, because no one's going to know you had a listing if it's sold in a day. So how are you going to get your name out in your branding?
And just to speak to that, Simon, I know these numbers are astronomical, but do remember this time last year, the market was dead. Remember, yes. April and May, COVID really hit, and there was those 2 months when absolutely nothing happened. So that's why you're seeing numbers like 85%. That is not a normal number, but it's only because last year everything came to a halt.
Correct. Very, very good point. These are not normal numbers. I mean, I've been doing this. This is my 20th year. Dale, you're on 36. I've never seen numbers like this before.
No, I haven't
in my
either.
career.
I haven't either.
We saw a crash 15 odd years ago, but we didn't see a market completely stop like we saw last year. That was something none of us have ever experienced before. So you're absolutely right, Dale. That's a very good point. Month supply, well down. Average sale price is well up. Irvine, average sale price, or medium sales price, I should say, is $950. Average sale price is 1.1. All up and way up for Orange County, though. You're up 20% on your average sale price. Yeah. And the percentage of listing price above is, wow, you're getting 22% above list price and 1.6 in Irvine. So,
and Simon, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing about 20% increase in the last 4 or 5 months in Woodbridge, especially the single family homes. It's just.
And that's because do you think that's because people are now adopting that they're going to be working from home a bit more frequently than working out of the office?
I think people have accepted the new normal, and they've adjusted to it, and they're okay with it. For the last year or so, they were still in that mode of what's going to happen, what isn't going to happen. Over time, they've adjusted. And now that's what we're seeing, a certain comfort level that, you know what, it's okay. And the other thing I'm seeing is that a lot of people are not selling their homes. They have so much equity for the last 9 years where they refinance their home and they keep it. And then they go buy something else, which is also why we have such a shortage of inventory as well.
Spot on. I'm hearing that everywhere I go. We've got so much equity, rather than pulling it out and paying higher property taxes on another property, we're going to use those funds and buy another investment, which is going to facilitate a passive income for us. At least that's what Dale's been doing anyway.
Absolutely.
Can I say something
Let's get
in there?
absolutely.
Another reason I think that we see such low numbers, our homes are selling. They're not even going on the market. They're not going FSBO. When someone, say somebody's parents have passed or somebody's, they hear a house is coming on the market, friends, neighbors, they buy it. It doesn't even get exposed to the market or to agents. So
You guys, are you guys familiar with the PLS, the pocket listing service? There's a lot of properties I'm finding all that platform is absolutely surging right now, where a lot of people, to Nancy's point, they're not even hitting the market. They're going in pocket listings and they're going on before they even activated the listing. Actually, they're just, it's all a lot of talk, and then it's come on and it's gone before it even goes to the open market.
Is
So
that
I
an
don't truly
MLS
believe that's doing
website?
the best service.
Simon, is that
PLS.
an MLS website or is that an independent?
It's their own independent web MLS.
Right.
And I'm seeing more of these types of categories coming up, or facilities coming up for us. You're seeing there's the global MLS. A lot of people are starting to boycott the MLS because of all the restrictions and rules. And I'm seeing a lot of off-market deals because of that reason. But again, I don't know, not trying to put the MLS down. They do a job. And
No, I think that's temporary though. I mean, this market,
agree.
as you said, is not going to continue. These kind of situations, they thrive when there's a market like this. This
Correct.
market will have a correction, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, or a year. And then we're going to need the MLS because those kind of websites, they won't be able to survive.
They won't sustain. Absolutely right. It's like, someone said to me the other day, what do you charge on commission? And I said 6%. They said, I said, but you could go with a flat fee brokerage. I know one. They're called Purple Bricks. And I said, oh, hold on a second. That didn't really work out for them. You probably shouldn't call them because they're not going to be able to help you. If you want the best service, this is what we charge and we're going to get you a result. And it's funny, these flat fee services, yeah, they might make money in this market right now. But as soon as the market changes, they're going to have to learn this simple art of negotiating, which they don't understand how to do. And that's where you guys are going to have the leverage as being professional agents, not just people who facilitate a transaction, professional advisors or agents, or whatever you like to call yourself. That's going to put you in a give you your competitive edge to list more properties because you are the person who knows how to negotiate. It's a skill set that a lot of agents in our industry do not know how to do. Let's go to the next slide, Sky. Okay, so active listings are down. Again, this is all coming into what Dale said. You're going over a 12-month period, so there was no listings 12 months ago. So that's been building up as time goes on, but it's still nowhere near what you should be or would be. Only 477 listings in Irvine. Not many. There's a lot of agents. Actually, I'd be curious to know how many agents are actually in Irvine. Do you know, Dale?
Well, the last time I checked, it was about 400.
Agents?
But it's probably more than that now. I mean, I'm so
It
out
has
of
to be more than that now. You got 300 in your office.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm so out of it. No, it's yeah, that's true. I'm really out of it. All I know is it's 8,000 in the MLS. In our OCAR.
Yeah.
It's 18.
Yeah, 80. There's 80,000.
18,000. 18.
No, in Orange County, there are 75,000 licensed real estate agents in Orange County.
Then I guess I'm completely out of it.
There are 75,000 licensed realtors. Now, how many of them are actually practicing and doing work? Probably 5% of that. But 75,000 active licenses in Orange County.
I've always wondered that. Thank you.
Yeah, I found that out last week.
Wow.
And there's 32,000 in San Diego County. Interesting fun fact, there's only 20,000 in the whole country of Australia. Anyway, pending sales, again, down for Orange County, but up for Irvine. Irvine is actually dominating the marketplace right now, being the most central location in Orange County. Closed sales are up because, like we've been saying, the properties are selling. So 11.7 in Orange County, 21.4 in Irvine, which is great news. Shows that we are getting the sales, we're making the deals, and we're selling for record prices. Let's go next slide. Oh, this is where I get to talk about how good my program is. So I, as you guys know, am the production coach for this office, and I wanted to invite you guys, no shame if you're an experienced agent in jumping into this. I wanted to help everyone grow their business. So rather than just educating and training to the newer agents, maybe everyone might need a bit of a refresher. How to write a contract, how to negotiate, how to put a deal together, how to handle any objections, how to handle any hurdles, how to do an open house, all the things I teach in the PC program. I wanted to invite the whole office today to see if anyone wants to jump in as a refresher. I'm available. I would be honored to help you. There's no shame if you've been doing this for 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, or if you're like Dale and you've just been since the start of existence doing the sales, you can jump in. I want to train you guys and help you share my knowledge, absorb other people's knowledge who's in the crowd. And I know that if you're an experienced agent and you join us, I know that other people in the class would really appreciate and learn from your knowledge as well. So just want to share with you, we're going to be doing a 9-week program. I'm putting it together with Mariah from my team on 9 weeks, breaking it down on all parts of sales. So from writing an offer document to listing a property, what to do, how to do it, and in what sequence. So I've got a really exciting program coming up, and I wanted to invite all of you. So please, if you are interested, reach out to me or Mariah, or come up and see me up in the office up here. Let's go next slide. Well, that ends it for the week. No, I don't. Again, I wanted to open up a little bit today because I wanted to hear from you guys a little bit more. And I wanted to see if you had any hurdles or thoughts, or what are you guys experiencing that maybe some of us can help you with. So is there anything that anyone is experiencing? And then after that, I wanted to hear from our vendors and see if you guys wanted to share any updates on the market and knowledge you guys have. So first, let's see if does anyone have any questions or experiences or something quirky that happened to them over the weekend or the last week that they'd love to share? Don't all rush in at once. Going once. Going twice.
Hello.
Yeah.
This is.
Hello.
I have a question about Open Door. This is Hannah.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Open Door and what your thoughts are, or what anyone else's thoughts are about Open Door?
I don't actually know much about Open Door, but Dale, have you heard about Open Door, Dale?
I've heard of them, but I don't know anything about them.
Okay. Has anyone else experienced anything with Open Door or heard or knows?
Hi, everyone. It's Mary Guac, Lawyer's Title.
Hello.
Hello. Real quickly on Open Door, I know that they haven't had much of a foothold for us here in Orange County, luckily, but essentially they don't list the properties to start out onto the MLS. You know, it's kind of a new up and coming, as they would say it, that they've got algorithms on being able to bring buyers in. That's the way that they approach their sellers. So
Gotcha.
it's not a traditional brokerage as we would see it. It's somewhat comparable to like what you would see with Redfin now. They'll go into a homeowner's listing appointment and essentially say, we can get you X many dollars based on our algorithms, and we can have a buyer delivered to you in the next 7 days.
Wow. Who owns Open Door? Do you know?
I don't.
I wonder if it's like a Zillow.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
I don't think they're associated with Zillow, but they are. I do know that they have some other bigger backing, obviously.
excellent. I'm going to try to do some research so I can come back to you. Who was it? Was Heather or Hannah? Who was it? I lost who it was.
It was Hannah.
Hannah. Let me try and do some research as well, Hannah, and come back to you with a bit of an update on that. It's always good to know a bit more about what's going on. So open door. Question mark. Let's try and find out some more information for you. Good questions. Is there anything you're experiencing with them directly, Hannah, that prompted you to ask that question?
No, it's just I was curious on what kind of impact they're going to have on the real estate industry. I know that Zillow is kind of hopping onto the train similar to what Open Door is with purchasing their properties, and then I was just curious if anyone had any insights into that.
Yeah, okay, good to know. Yeah, I'll find out. I do know. I actually a slightly different subject. Someone was asking me about showing time only yesterday. I think I was even speaking about it to Natalie. I think it was you, Natalie. I was speaking to you about it. Can't remember if it was you or someone else. But you guys know that Zillow owns showing time, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean? It means that Zillow now owns all the information you guys put in about your buyers and or your sellers into showing time. And they're going to resell it back to you at a premium price. So be very conscious about how much information you put into showing time, or if you decide you want to use that or not, because you might end up buying your own client back from yourself.
Simon, I don't use it. And I notice Redfin agents use it quite a bit. I put in there, do not use showing time. And especially since it was sold to Zillow, we're shooting ourselves in the foot by cooperating with them.
I agree. I refuse to use it unless it's absolutely necessary.
Right.
And even if I do, I'll put a fake name in. I'm not giving them my details because they're going to try and resell it back to me for a couple of grand.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to share that with you guys, a little bit of information of what's going on out there. I think Michael, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, Dale. I think Dale could actually be great. It could actually be very helpful, or anyone here. But I think this is like tailor-made for Dale. I was doing some cold calling before this meeting, and I talked to a gentleman who has a listing. He has a home on the market that's in Long Beach, 451 Redondo Avenue, and it's an investment property, and it's and what's the word I'm looking for? And he says on the prior remarks. And basically, he's asked me, and I asked him about it, and I told him that I work in in an office with we have we know a lot of people, and I'm just wondering, Dale, if you had any buyers or know any investors who were looking to inquire about this, because I did look at it before the meeting, and it does have it's 3 units, it's a great investment for passive income. So I was wondering because Dale knows so many people. I was wondering if he had any investors that he could call and inquire to see if this
Duke might be another person for you to refer that to, Michael. Duke and Dale both buy multifamily.
Is it listed, Michael?
I tried. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can give you the MLS ID if you would like.
We can talk about it later. But I'm quite trying to understand what the benefit to you is on this.
Because I called him, and I would think it'd be cool if I can, initiate, bring a buyer to the.
All right.
Yeah.
We can talk about it after the meeting.
Sure.
Yeah. But I always have.
Thanks, Michael. Appreciate you sharing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Michael. So Michael, to prepare for Dale, have the cap return if you can get that. Have what they're renting out for. Have all the numbers ready so you can just present it to Dale, and so if it makes sense, he'll tell you immediately.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Any other questions or thoughts from anybody before we hand over to our vendors to share some local knowledge?
Hey, Simon, Jim Ford here. I just want to congratulate you. You are doing a fantastic job on the team meetings. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Welcome to KW. I've been with Dale
Thank you very much.
beginning of time, and I also run Approved Real Estate Academy. And right now, our numbers are about 60 people going through the cycle. And we got hit a little bit, but it's bouncing back every month. Last month was our biggest intake of brand new students coming in. And of course, we teach them the KW system and how it works. And I really want to congratulate you. And that's Jim
Thank
Ford,
you, Jim.
KW agent
Jim.
and Approved Real Estate Academy.
I actually have someone who needs to do an exam. So can you? I'm gonna put my number in the chat here.
Beautiful.
Shoot me a text, and I've got some questions for you.
Okay,
Also,
great.
do you do other states, or is it only California?
No, only California.
I wish you could help me. I'm trying to get my license in several other states.
Yeah, we do the entire.
I'll put in
entire
the chat here for you to get my number. There we go.
I took Jim's class. It was great.
So we got Jim to blame for you?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And Jim,
But
when
thank
you
you, Jim. It's
open
very
back
kind
up
words.
in
Appreciate it.
person, I have someone that I want to send to you who wants to take an in-person class. So as soon as you guys open back up, if you'd let us know.
As soon as Irvine and Dale says ready to go, our conference room is all ready down there. And we're
Perfect.
excited. We're just waiting for the right time. We're going to use that as a studio. We'll probably have around 15 students, and everything will be zoomed out to the rest of California.
I think we're pretty close, Jim. I think we're
Okay,
pretty
great.
close. Yeah.
You just give me a call and I'm coming on
All
down.
right, all right. And you know what, Simon,
Excellent.
is there any other issues that anyone here is coming across with clients, buyers, sellers, that we could help out with? Anybody coming up against any obstacles other than more listings?
Yeah, any hurdles?
I did. I was on a listing appointment yesterday, and she was from Northern California, really a tough cookie. Did not want a pre-listing package, would just, who she was going to interview, she was in the driver's seat, and she had control, and I was to send her what my commission is, this and that. And then I went yesterday, and thank goodness there was a really nice sister and a brother-in-law. She was there at their computer, and she was asking me, oh, well, if I want to cancel, are you gonna can I cancel? And I said, well, I've never had anyone ever cancel. I can't imagine why. Well, I can. And I go, before that, I said, well, if I start doing work for you, and taking care of, we help start cleaning out, you cancel. Finally, she goes, so you're saying, no, you won't cancel? I go, no. And then she goes, anyway, it just gets into this. And they are just, interviewing multiple agents, go sit out in the garage, socially spaced. And it was a tough one. And
Did you get the listing?
Oh, no, they're still maybe going to do 2 more. I said, so what are you hoping to hear from the next couple of agents? Well, just how they do things. And it's just, I just finding more and more of that. And if I walk out of there without a signed contract, and she was not going to, however, I did bring them and left them there. And I was able to answer questions no one else could. It was a probate. I just feel like, did I put my value out there? And yes, expert probate, but why should she hire me? Maybe I need help with that. I don't know.
Well, what I would have said is, if that's what it takes to get your listing, of course I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I follow up with, but nobody's ever counseled on me before.
Right. Okay. So just agree and say,
If that's what it takes, because once they get to know you and interact with you, there's no way they're ever going to cancel.
Yeah.
But if you never get the listing, they never get to see how good you are. So I would do that many times. If I don't know the client,
yes,
I'll say, hey, I know you don't know me, but you can cancel this listing if you're not happy. It's never happened before, but you might be the first. And if that's what gets me the listing, then I'll say that.
Thank you.
You bet.
Yeah, one thing I've also done as well, Nancy, is I've said no problem. If you want to get out, there's no, absolutely, I'm more than happy to do so. But obviously, we'll just have to sort out the costs of what's been carried out to date.
Okay.
And that normally shows in that you're a business person, and you're going to let them out, but we've got to cover the costs of what's been spent to date. So if you're getting movers or whatever, just share with them. Look, I'll happily let you out if we can just we resolve any marketing that's been spent. No problems.
Okay.
Otherwise, tell us where the address is. I can send over 5 crap agents who will make you look amazing, and you'll get the listing every time.
Or we can send the guys over to make sure you get the listing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know a few people, don't we, Dale? They'll take 10% though.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. They ride up in Harleys with big Hell's Angels written on their shirts.
I just got informed of an interesting point I want to share with you guys. Did you know that this office in the month of March gave out 51,840 and 52 cents in profit share? That's more than most offices in this region made.
That's more than 90% of the offices what they made, the whole office.
And we handed that out in profit. I'm blown away. That's a massive number.
Well, we have great
Massive.
agents. We have great agents.
And that just shows, I mean, you guys are, that's amazing. You guys should all be very proud of yourselves. We are the #1 office in profit sharing for 2020.
Wow.
Whilst the regional will never recognize us because we're so far ahead of everyone else, I see the numbers. I get the privilege of being on these regional calls every Wednesday that Dale and I love being on.
Oh, yeah.
And I can tell you, we are leaps and bounds ahead of the next closest competition. You guys are killing it. You're doing a great job, and you deserve that $51,000 in profit sharing. It's well earned. And again, well done, guys. That's I'm blown. I never thought it was that high. That's huge. Absolutely huge. Yeah, Tom's happy. Got some money coming in there, Tom. So anything else anyone wants to share? I'll hand it over. Sorry, Tom?
Yeah, if I may ask, just piggyback on what Nancy's, the question is, if that comes up, it's always going to be a yes to me or from me. But what I tell my clients is that I take 6-month listings. I mean, even in this market, you're not going to need it anyway, you know. And by the time you got it listed, it's going to be sold. So that's like a no-brainer. But sometimes you do, with those tough negotiators and those B-type personalities, you can actually say, I can write in, and certainly I take 6-month listings, but really, in essence, I'll give you a 24-hour listing. So that if you're not happy with me, I will put it in writing. And you give me in writing, and you want to cancel with me, and I'll cancel in 24 hours. Okay. And as Dale said, and as with Barb and I, we haven't had that because we just overdo the service and just give so much more. They're not even going to go there. But yet you just got to diffuse that in their mind, because that's one of those things that if they don't get that right answer, you're not going to be coming back. So just kind of diffuse it that way subtly so that at least they know they got a solution to that problem if it does come up.
Absolutely. Under promise, over, what's the word?
Over deliver.
Over deliver. There you go. My mind went blank. Absolutely.
One thing I just heard there that you said, Tom, your confidence in how you delivered it.
Oh.
Right? And that's a massive part of this. If you are timid, and I get what you're saying, Nancy, that lady was a very aggressive lady. So it can be quite intimidating. But if you deliver back with confidence in yourself, you're going to show her that you are absolutely the perfect person for the job. And that's what I just heard when Thomas spoke then. Yeah, he didn't even hesitate. Yes, I'd happily give it back. But this is why I'm going to do this, this, and that. And he broke it down into segments as to how he's going to do it and why he's going to do it. So he gave explanation to he gave reason, but he gave it with strength. So that's what I heard.
Yes, thank you. And one other thing besides that is that sometimes you can find out when you get into it, gosh darn it, why did I do this? I don't even want to work with these people. And sometimes you want to actually fire them. So, that might come. Now, that hasn't happened to us either, or Dale, because we're really nice people, I mean, who's going to want to, not work with nice people? So if you're just really nice and just do your job, over deliver, as we mentioned, you're going to do well. So,
but, Tom,
absolutely.
I absolutely agree with what Tom said. Many times, that's exactly how those kind of people can be. They can be very difficult to work with. So it's more than once I've given the listing back. They interview pick you from one of 10 agents, and they just drive you nuts. And I've had quite a few of them. And I finally said, you know what, I need to give you your listing back. I'm not the agent for you. Sometimes the signs are always there. We just don't want to see them. And it's a good to say no to somebody too.
Yeah, don't be scared of doing that. I know, Nancy, you're dealing with probate, so most of them have already passed away. But, but that was my joke for the day. That's all I got.
Yeah, that won't talk back, Nancy.
Some of those airs can be a little crusty though.
I was gonna say, but it's those darn kids.
Because they want the money. It's
Yeah,
all about the money. It's all about the money. And if you can show them the value, and Nancy, you are, I'll say it on Nash, I'll say it on recorded line. You're my favorite, right? You're everyone's favorite. You're a very friendly, bubbly person. They've got no reason to hate you. And you've got a plan and you've got the personality. There's no reason for them to go elsewhere. So just be yourself, and I truly believe you'll get it every time.
Okay, thanks.
Cool. What are you guys out there in the vendor world seeing? Who wants to kick off? Benny, Jeff?
Hey guys, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Good. I'm not going to get into a lot about mortgage. I'm trying to think of some ways for you guys to pick up some business. Right now, we need to get creative. Dale, Simon, you guys alluded to this. People are just wanting to stay in their homes and they have all that equity. I mean, go to Mary or Jeff and get a list of people that have been in their homes a long time where you could see how much equity they have, and reach out to these homeowners and present these opportunities for them to use that equity at these low rates and buy investment properties, right? So that's a unique way to get some new business right now. Another thing that I'm seeing, which is pretty wild, there's always been this thing between Los Angeles and Orange County. And I grew up in Los Angeles, and you know, the orange curtain, and I don't know how you can live down there and vice versa. There is a massive exodus out of Los Angeles right now, and they're all coming to Orange County. What a great network Keller Williams is, and reaching out to some of the agents in LA that are not going to drive to Orange County and vice versa. Reach out to them and be the Orange County representative for their clients that are selling in LA and moving down to Orange County. You have that within Keller. All these other brokerages don't have a network like that. And I'm seeing it now from all my clients in LA that are all now moving to Orange County. So great way for you to put yourself out there, be that referral partner for them, and pick up some of that business and people moving out.
Good point, Ben. I agree with you, mate. That's exactly what I'm seeing. Mariah and I went up to West Hollywood on Friday. We're listing a property up there in West Hollywood for starting the bidding. It's going to be an auction. We're going to start the bidding around 3.3 with hopes of getting into the high 4s, maybe even 5. And the seller expedited himself out of LA. He actually went to Australia. Ironically, he's in my hometown, which is really weird. But he rang us a couple of weeks ago. He said, I'm not coming back. I have no plan. I have no desire to ever come back to LA. And a lot of people are leaving LA. So if you can be that, like Benny said, you're a referral agent, you're going to put yourself in a very powerful position, as long as you know what you're talking about and you know the right areas to direct them to.
Right.
But use the Keller Williams network to align yourself with an LA agent up there who might know someone who's thinking of selling. So they'll get their listing on selling, but you'll get them on the buying side, and you can have a great referral relationship. Anyone, Mary, you want to say something?
Yes, we actually have a webinar that we're hosting tomorrow at about 10 a.m. And for those of you that are interested, please reach out and I can send you a link to the invite. Essentially, it's one of our farming tools that has analytics. You know, you guys are constantly being sold on different ways to buy leads. These are free from Lawyer's Title. They're analytics running a certain farm or a certain set of boundaries, giving you the most probable sellers based on recent sellers. So some could be, you know, the 2-story homeowners, or some could be the people that were original homeowners. This is a free tool that's available to Lawyer's Title clients. So let me know if you're interested in jumping on the webinar. We will have a speaker from the company, the data company, kind of doing a deep dive on it.
That sounds great. Very beneficial.
Thanks, guys.
Maybe you want to send the link to Annie, or Annie, you want to grab that link from Mary, and we can send it out. That'd be great for everyone to just have it in front of them and jump on it. Jeff, Lawrence.
Hi, it's actually Faith Harp at Own Mortgage.
Oh, Faith.
Hi.
Okay.
Quick but important update. Second homes and investment properties. There is a industry-wide pricing add-on that is currently happening as we speak. A lot of lenders have added it on already. Some have not. We have not. Basically, in short, a few weeks ago, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac announced that they are only going to purchase, of all the loans that they're going to purchase from lenders, they will only allow for 7% of those loans to be investment properties or second homes. In short, what this means is that we're going to be seeing interest rates on investment properties and second homes going up, both points and rate. This could mean a rate of 4% at 2 points, something like that. My opinion is that this is temporary, a few months, maybe a little longer. I don't really know if this will last for years, but for the time being, it's going to be our new normal. Message being that if you have anybody that is on the fence for buying a second home or an investment property, this is the time, truly. Again, we can still lock at current rates, but the pricing hits can be coming any day.
That's big news. That's
Yes.
big news. So thank you for sharing that, Faith. That's huge.
You're welcome.
Jeff, what do you got, buddy?
Hey, another audience you guys may want to target, I've spoken to about before, is the absentee owners. Benny was talking about that, people are getting out of LA, but people are getting out of Orange County too. And a lot of people that are absentee owners, even out of state, absentee owners that own property here in Orange County, they may want to get out of here and buy an investment property in their home state where they're living on that. Quite a few different scenarios on that. Feel free to get in touch with Lawrence and myself. We can get those lists for you guys so you can attack those absentee owners. They may have tenants in there not making payments. They may be real successful on those properties and want to maybe sell those and exchange into other ones. So there's different scenarios on that. Lawrence and I also have buyer's letter templates also that are very, very useful to go out there and get out to those homeowners and let them know that, hey, you have buyers for these properties. And now is the time right now to sell rather than waiting till August, September, October, when the moratorium's up and you'll see more properties hit the market. It's going to be a different scenario then. Now's the time right now, the seller's market. So reach out to Lawrence and myself here at First American, and we'll be happy to get those lists for you and talk you through the different ways to really prospect those audiences.
Perfect. I'm just writing Lawrence right now.
Quick, it's on guard home warranty. I just wanted to say that we're extremely busy as well, and everybody is ordering the home warranties with the either seller's coverage or our buyer's coverage, and we're here to help. So I know it's crazy out there, and just wanted to say really quickly that the home warranties are really important and the market is still calling for them.
Excellent. That's really a very big point. A lot of people don't really discuss home warranties at any point of the transaction. It's often forgotten about. So very good point to bring up.
You know what I wanted to say, Simon, is that we put a seller's policy on every listing. And we actually tell them that at the listing presentation. I don't know if anybody else has mentioned it to you, Mr. Seller, but we will be putting a home warranty on your home, my expense, the moment you sign this contract. So when we do have an inspection, once your house is in escrow, the home warranty will cover certain items, electrical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. It's actually very impressive and it's very inexpensive. So you owe me.
I didn't know we offered that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's very inexpensive, and you'd be amazed how many agents do not offer it.
Thank you, Dale. Yes, just to reiterate.
You'll get my bill.
It's actually just $1.18 a day. So very, very inexpensive, up to 160 days for coverage. So thank you so much, Dale.
Can I ask a question about that?
Home warranty is very, very important. I bought a property in Lake Forest several years ago, and within the first month of me owning it, they had an earthquake and we had a slab leak and we had to pretty much rip up the whole of the downstairs of the house. Thank God we had those warranties and insurances in place. Otherwise, we would have been really in a bad position. So very, very important to get those policies and have those in place to safeguard you and or your seller and buyer. So that's huge. Thank you, Jessica.
Question. Can I ask a question, Jessica? So
It's
say
actually
you're,
Meredith. She's using Jessica's phone.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm Jessica.
Oh.
I'm here too. We're both here.
Sorry, I apologize.
Actually,
Meredith.
we're at the office. We just had a
Okay.
meeting with Robert Mack Group.
Okay, so say
Oh.
that you take a listing and the dishwasher isn't working quite right. Is that covered? Or are they gonna say, oh, that's already a problem? Or how does that work?
Yep. So you take the listing, you put the seller coverage on for $1.18 a day. Seller coverage is not put in place to cover list of repairs, but if anything goes wrong due to normal wear and tear, absolutely. We'll send out a technician, even if it's a couple days after you take the listing and put the seller coverage on, we will send somebody out to do a diagnosis and see what's going on.
Sure, okay.
We don't actually do it till the house is in escrow. It's almost better to let the buyer have their inspection, find out what's wrong, and then fix it.
Really?
Yeah, because then they feel they got their money's worth out of the inspection, and the seller fixed it. So there's nothing worse than a buyer buying a property, paying for an inspection, and there's nothing wrong, because then they feel they got chipped. So we always make sure that the repairs are not done till after the inspection. The buyers had their inspection. That's how we do it.
And the alternative option is if you do auction, we do all that before we even go on the market. So we're selling it as is and the buyer knows up front. So not trying to say Dale's way is worse or better, just another option, right? So we do the same thing. We do the inspection before we're selling it as is, and that allows the buyers to know what's right and wrong so they can implement that into their warranties and insurances.
The other
Great
thing
point.
that you want to
Excellent.
the other thing you want to make sure you do that when you go into escrow is that whatever home warranty policy company that is, you want to identify that in the contract. A lot of times the buyers are going to expect maybe choose another company. So you don't want to have an issue there.
Absolutely right, Tom. It often gets skimmed over and forgotten about until it's too late. Who else is on the phone here? Anyone else? Sorry, I'm just clicking through names. Anyone else want to say anything? Otherwise, we are a couple minutes away from finishing up. Or quiet. Or...
Any wants or needs? I guess not.
If you're handing out money, I'll take it.
Oh, sure.
You asked.
All right.
Guys, I want to thank you again for listening to me ramble. I appreciate every one of you. Jim, thank you for your kind words. I appreciate that as well. And
Thank
great
you.
to meet some new faces. Sorry, Meredith, for getting your name wrong. And did I still get it wrong?
It's actually Andrea Meredith.
Oh. We're gonna
You're fine.
I'm just going to quit while
We're gonna be confused
I'm going to quit
now.
while I'm ahead here. I'm just digging
Yep.
the hole deeper
right.
and deeper here, aren't I?
Use your own phone next
High five.
time.
You can't play mind games like this. Not on a Tuesday.
Just keep on looking
again, guys,
dapper,
if you have any
Simon.
questions, that's what we do.
Thank
Hey,
you.
At least if you can't act the part, at least look the part. So guys, every day's a job interview. Go out there, make some money, make some people happy, and look after yourself and loved ones. Thank you again for everything, guys. Appreciate every one of you.
Thank you,
Good meeting you,
Simon.
Simon.
Great
Thank
job.
Bye.
Thanks
Bye.
again now.
Great.
Thanks
a lot, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.